Everybody in the whole Minecraft community is starting their forever worlds and making their YouTube videos about why you need a forever world. And I'm just here to say, dude, screw that, man. Like, I've been playing Minecraft since I was a little kid, and I have never had a forever world. I've had some worlds. Wow, we spawned in like a mangrove swamp or whatever it's called. I've had some worlds that I've started, and within 5 minutes or 5 seconds of playing this world, I'm like, you know what? I don't like this seed. I'm not vibing with this. Screw that. And then I back out of it and delete it instantly. I've had other worlds that I've played for a couple hours and built a small house or dug a little base into a cave and then had to go eat and never picked it back up again. I've had other worlds that I've ended up playing for over a year or years on end and have built great things in. But I've never wanted a singular forever world that I'm stuck in. Some people do. That's great. Look, I get there's different play styles, but I'm here to tell you why you don't need a forever world. So my reasoning for not wanting a forever world is because they get freaking boring, dude. And I think this is very common. There are a few people who will just play one Minecraft world and do it for hundreds and hundreds of hours and build the most incredible things and always think of new projects. But there are other people who really like the thrill of the early game. And I'm not just talking about like, oh, it's so exciting and nostalgic to cut down your first tree with your fist and not have a super enchanted diamond axe or netherite axe. No. I'm talking about when you spawn into a world and you look around and everything is new and exciting and you see a tiny hill that is literally just a hill of dirt, but in your head you're thinking, wow, I could build a castle on this, or I could build my house up here, or look at this lake, man, I could build a fishing shack. Let's explore these caves I've never seen before. All that excitement, that new energy it's really healthy for the game and for the gamer. Now, you might be thinking, well, why isn't Minecraft like TikTok then? You know, it's not like Fortnite or Call of Duty where it's about getting short little hits of dopamine. Minecraft is a long form game. But like I said before, that can get boring. You know what I mean? People start a world, or at least I start a world. I don't know if anybody's going to relate to what I'm talking about today, but I've started worlds where, you know, I might have a certain list of things that I want to accomplish or build in that world. And after playing in that world for a few days, few weeks, you know, maybe a couple months, I accomplish all those basic things. And anything past that is just, you know, once you've done a certain amount of stuff, you're just done, you know, like if you're trying to force it into a forever world, you're forcing yourself to build things that you're not really that interested in, or you just stop playing the game altogether. And then deep down, you want to play Minecraft, and then you go and try and log into that world, and you're like, wow, I've already built everything in this world, and anything else that I try to build just seems like a dumb idea. I don't need anything. I've already reached the peak of the game with the best tools, and I have a really cool base with all the storage I need and all these, you know, I've made a roller coaster or whatever your objectives are. And then you have those huge projects, right? There's those huge projects like, oh, I want to build an entire city, or I want to build an entire castle. And yeah, that's great, but some people really just aren't willing to put in the amount of hours and work necessary to build such a massive project while delaying the gratification of it being done. Does that make sense? Like, that's great, and you could still do that without having a forever world. I mean, I've attempted to build castles many times in my Minecraft years and in many different worlds, and some of them have turned out pretty good, some of them have turned out pretty unfinished, some of them just look like total garbage. But here is an important fact about why I still play. Here is an important fact about why I still think starting new worlds is a good thing, and what the benefits of starting a new world versus staying in the same one are. So, have you ever started like I don't know, maybe like a role-playing game where you have to build a character and you had no idea what you were doing when you started this game? By the way, I'm looking for, oh, you know what? There's sheep here. We should kill those. I'm so focused on talking that I'm not actually playing the game, but I'm actually hoping to find a cool spot and build a house in this world. This is a very different kind of terrain that I'm used to, but I'm getting off topic. What I was trying to say is a game like Skyrim or like the Souls games where you have a character and you like get stats every level you get, and you're supposed to add on to their stats, and you can sort of build like, you know, make your character have the strengths that you want, the weaknesses that you want, and so on and so forth. But it's your first time playing the game, so you don't really know what's good and what's not good and what works together and what does not work together. And then you end up just building a horrible character. You get stuck on a boss that you can never beat because your stats are just so misorganized, and eventually you realize you've just fucked the whole thing up and you need to just restart. In Minecraft, it could be like that too. You could start a world, you could build this and build that, and then you start to see all the little flaws. I'm walking slowly because I have no food, which I can actually fix. Rather than, oh, why did I just build a second crafting table? I meant to build a shovel. We could just start mining this way since I can't find a good cave anywhere. And we could do this to get some stone. But anyways, what I'm saying is you could start to build all these things and then start to see the plot holes and what you've done. You could start to see like, oh, hey, I made my farms this way, but if I had done it slightly differently, it'd be a lot more efficiently. Or I built my house like this, but it would have been a lot cooler if I did this instead. And you learned all these little tips and tricks about how to play the game, and you actually get better at it, and you could take those mistakes into the next world. Perfect. Okay, I like to create a catalog. You can go back in time too and look at all your old worlds. Like for example, I can quit back to title right now. And that was my not forever world that I created just to start this video. But I have this world over here that I've played in more than any other world. And I'll give you guys just a quick flyby. I know I've showed it off a million times and talked about it a million times on my channel because I do love this world. And I sort of treated it like a forever world. The only problem is that I've gotten bored of it, completely bored. And I do from time to time start thinking about this world again, and I'll log on and I'll build something and add something to it. Like this tower, for example. I created this tower long after I was done making the YouTube series and building everything else in this world. And I wouldn't say the series is over because I still think of new things to add. This is one of my little castles that I've attempted to make. You can see it's a little unfinished, but that's my point. Just because you're not playing in that world doesn't mean you don't have that history anymore. You still can go back and check out some of your old worlds and what you built and what was cool about them. And holy smokes, I have not been in this world in forever, dude. I remember this is when I got my first 100 subscribers. So anyway, I think that's going to do it for today's video. I'm actually not going to stick around and try and build that house like I mentioned after all, because I think I've proved my point or talked enough about my point about why you don't need forever worlds. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.